We can all agree that stalkers are bad and no one likes them. And they hurt people and stalk them just because they don't like a person or they like them too much to the point that they start to stalk them. And in recent time, a Twitch streamer named Nalips was stalked by his stalker, which previously was a Twitch mod, and was also jailed previously for stalking her. For those who don't know, Nalips is a World of Warcraft streamer, and this stalker was her Twitch mod. This stalker's name is Baltirera, who had moderated Nalip's Twitch chat and even met her in person in BlizzCon in 2019. However, following that, he started to largely donate a lot of money to her and even asked her to be his Valentine. She rejected that because that's people's choice. If they don't like someone, they can reject it. It is simple as that, and you should accept that. But he didn't. He started harassing her. In the beginning of 2020, he just started harassing her, started to threat her, doxing her, and distributed manipulated images. He gone as far as creating hundreds of fake accounts across platform and to contact the streamer, just to contact the streamer and spam her live stream with abusive messages. Following this, an investigation happened where it was found that he hired someone to create photoshopped images. And with all this evidence, he was then arrested in 2022 and he was plead guilty and later sentenced to 2 years in prison. Which I would say he should have been arrested for more. I mean, to go to the length of threatening her, doxing her, and distributed fake images of her, and only getting 2 years. That's all. He should be getting more. But once he completed his sentence, he again started to harass her. He didn't even stop. He didn't think. As soon as he was released, he just started to harass her again. And in February of 2026, affidavit was written by FBI after Nellis contacted the authorities in December of 2025 after strangers began messaging her with information taken from Reddit posts made online in her name advertising dirty talks and video games. Which is a scummy thing, man. To take someone's likeness and doing something which they didn't authorize or promote something that they didn't want to promote. This is the reason why people hate stalkers. They go to this point just because they were rejected or they were hurt. Who does that? I mean, their stalkers do that, but still, that's bad. And later, the authorities were able to trace back the IP address and it was connected to Benedict's father's home where he was living. They also discovered a handwritten note containing the streamer's personal information, including her phone number and address. And it was found that he was using this to impersonate Nelips and creating posts designed to harass her. Again, stalker. He goes this far just because she rejected her. Who does he think he is? Just because he gave her money. I know it was a lot of money, but that doesn't give any person any authority to harass them or be their loved one. You don't get to do that just because you gave them some money. A lot of time these people think just because they gave some money to people, he or she should be theirs. That's not how this works, man. That's not how it works. All of this has caused her anxiety and fear for her safety. And yeah, it would cause a lot of fear in them if suddenly or many 2-3 years back stalker started again to stalk her, harass her, making fake account, impersonating her just because she rejected him. As if now she has largely withdrawn from online activities and it was her main source of income, so that is that also. And as for the stalker, he has been held in the custody and waiting for the trial which will be held for on March 13th and followed by post indicated arraignment on March 16th. And this time, I hope and I want him to be serving more than 2 years. Okay, this is way too far much. Previously, when he stalked her, he was only given 2 years, which I am again saying, which was too low. It was too low for that much thing. And now he has crossed much more lines. He should be held in jail for much more longer time this time, and not only just 2 years. And this is not the only case. In 2024, a VTuber named Camilla had a stalker try to break into her home on stream in a scary broadcast. And there was another case in 2025 relating QTC Cinderella. Sorry, Cutie Cinderella. I didn't know how to pronounce that, but it is Cutie Cinderella, which had expressed concern after attending the TwitchCon, and she was in fear for her safety. At the same time, there was Emiru, who was kissed by a male fan, or at least there was an attempt. He grabbed her and tried to kiss her. I don't know what gives these people the authority to do such things. Just because you watch them or give them money, you do not have the authority to do that. I don't know what they do they think or what they do. And there are multiple cases like this. Like a Korean streamer was found dead, and one of her viewers who had donated tens of thousands of dollars to her was the murderer. I don't know what reason was there for he or she to murder them, but still, it does become dangerous when there are cases such like that. I hope that the stalker gets proper punishment for what he has done, and not just 2 years. I am repeating this, not 2 years of punishment, but more. And yeah, I hope that Nelips is fine and safe, and hope she comes back to streaming as she normally does. And yeah, that's all. Bye.